If you live in Maryland, congratulations, because you got one of the best going around. This is what I'm talking about. Ready? I've got a tip off. There's a lady, a beautiful Palestinian lady that makes homemade falafel out of her front yard. It's a little food truck sitting out the front. I knocked on the door because they weren't open. She opens up and asks me what I like. I said, I like a falafel roll. She goes, hang on, Habibi, 1 second. She comes back out, walks into the food truck, opens up the front shutter, and she goes, I'll make it your falafel. And the name of the place is called Jerusalem Falafel. I'm so excited to try this because I had such an amazing experience in there. She was such a sweetheart. She didn't even want to charge me for the falafel. She has no idea who I am. She knew how excited I was to try this falafel. She goes, don't worry, I have it on the house. لا ما تعملي anymore. That's it. بكفي. لا بكفي. والله بكفي. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Obviously, I didn't do that. They start at $10. How cheap is that? $10. Falafel comes with a homemade chili, taratur, which is a tahini base that she also makes, pickles, tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, and not only does she make falafel, but she makes knafeh with the recipe also straight out of Palestine. Her own recipe, makes a syrup right over the stove, fresh to order, and sells the knafeh for $15. Bro, I'm genuinely so excited to try this because I just had an experience that you would experience back home overseas. I felt like I was coming to my auntie's house to have homemade food, bro. What more do you want? With the knafeh, she rotates it over the stove. She'll flip it into the box, which she gives you, pours her homemade syrup on top of the knafeh. She uses a tool called an orleb. Now, the orleb is actually from Palestine that she brought over.
هذا من فلسطين.
Oh, هذا من فلسطين?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a custom-made falafel. Yum. These are the balls she gave me. Oh, mate. Shadia, Khalili Albik, you're so beautiful. This is so enjoyable. Yeah, man. This is so enjoyable. Oh, they're so crispy and fluffy on the inside. Okay. That chili is not overpowering, adds a nice flavor to the wrap. The combination, of course, of the pickled turnips, the lettuce, the tomatoes, and the cucumber, good touch. Cucumber is a good touch because it adds an extra crunch to that sandwich. The falafel balls, obviously the highlight here in the sandwich. Anyone can make a sandwich with vegetables. The taratur, the tahini, usually people make it and it's got a musky, thick, unenjoyable taste. This has a nice texture, nice flavor, but of course the highlight of the sandwich, the falafel. They've got a nice crispy, fluffy texture to the ball. When you take a bite of the sandwich, you get an instant hit of the crispy ball, which sinks in your mouth alongside the textures of the pickled turnips and the cucumber. What a sandwich. What would I change to the sandwich? The only thing I would change in that sandwich, and this is a personal preference, I only like one slice of bread in the lebo wrap. I don't know if it's khrif or whatever it is. I just like one wrap. So that way the bread isn't too thick. I can taste more of the ingredients inside. What a beautiful traditional wrap. Delicious. Most importantly, let's go for this knafeh. That's what I want to try, bro. This is what I'm talking about. These are fork, bro. I'm straight digging in with my hands. Ready? Yum. I'm spewing I left this so long. Oh, bro, yum. That's hectic, man. I'm gonna finish this whole thing after I close it up. That is phenomenal. Bro, yum. What a knafeh. Bro, the Palestinians know how to do it. All right, let's go to the review. This is easily in the top 3 falafels I've ever had. If you live in Maryland, congratulations, because you got one of the best falafel shops going around, and it's at Shadia's front yard, serving out of a food truck. That falafel sandwich for me gets an 8.8. Easily top 3 falafel sandwiches I've ever had. And for the knafeh, shut the gates, bro. That knafeh is top notch. Knafeh for me gets a 9.1. Delicious. Thanks for joining Nila's Reviews. See ya.